Sziasztok! Ma folytatom a SpellForce 3 Ember hadjáratomat, és itt maradt abban, ugyebár, hogy megszereztünk egy újabb energiakövet, de először, vagy Nexus követ, de először beszélünk urámmal.
Huh?
I'm still wondering what made you leave Kalea and travel the world to study demonology.
You're not letting this one go, are you? Alright, if your life depends on it, I'll tell you. To make it short, I grew up in the slums of Kalea. A shithole if ever there was one. Just imagine an entire quarter made up of half-ruined shacks with the smell of shit and piss everywhere, and way too many people. Then add the tropical heat to it, and you've got the place I grew up in. My father had left right after I was born. My mother is what you call a day laborer, though the days when she wasn't laboring outweighed the ones when she did. Whatever job there was, she took it. Even if it was cleaning the shit out of Kalaean canals. She worked hard, but it just wasn't enough. We lived in a windowless room, and I shared a bed with my mother for the first 14 years of my life. Long story short, after a while my mother simply couldn't cover the expenses anymore. The rent for our room went up, and jobs became less and less, since the mage wars in Northander also affected the trade in Kalea. So my mother looked for someone to help her out, and found one. A man named Creo. He was a loan shark who had it all. A stupid name and a shady beard. 2 lackeys who followed him wherever he went. And above all, a complete lack of what other people will call decency.
I think I can see where this is going.
Sure you can. It's not the most unique of stories, is it? To cut to the chase, 1 year later we were in massive debt. Creo suggested my mother another way of making up for it. You can fill in the blanks. I was just too weak. Over and over, this fucking bastard came. Had my mother tell me to go for a walk. And every time I had no choice but to obey. Do you have any idea how it feels, Tahar? To be that powerless? I remember one day I looked in the mirror and realized how much I hated the boy I saw. I hated his body with all its frail bones, his small arms, his bloodshot wet eyes. And that's when I decided to change things. So the next time he came, I fought back.
How did that go?
What do you think? He beat me up. And it was the same next time and the time after that. At first he found it funny. But after the 4th time he threatened to kill me. The only thing that stopped him from doing it is because my mother begged him to. And I had only made it worse. On my 14th name day I left home and joined up with the Kalaean sand prowlers. My mother begged me not to go. But I just couldn't. Standing there and watching this fucking bastard walk into our room again and again whenever he felt like it. I just couldn't. Dying would have been better than staying. The way I figured it was that if I earned enough money to pay Mother's debts, Creo would leave her alone. Once I was strong enough, I'd come back. Wait for him to show up again. And then... well, you can imagine the rest.
I think I can. So who were these sand prowlers?
A group of mercenaries. They took me in and trained me. And even though they were skeptical at first, they quickly realized that my determination made up for what my body was lacking. When I was 16 and I discovered my magic, one of their leaders made me his apprentice. The arcane universities are a shithole made up of boy-loving old geezers who care more about how you wear your hair than about your magic. I'll tell you the real thing. And that she did.
What about your plan to pay your mother's debts? Did that work out?
Well, I thought so at first, but we'll get there.
What was it like to work with the sand prowlers?
Well, if you were hoping for stories of sex, adventure, and intrigue, I have to disappoint you. Most of it was nasty stuff. Fighting in wars which you knew were wrong. Beating up people who were practically helpless. But then again, the Kalaean Guard was no better than that. It was a case of pick your poison.
Was that sand prowler mage also who introduced you to demonology?
What? No, she was a mediocre mage at best. The most powerful thing she could do was lighting someone's hair on fire. Though of course she didn't see it that way. After 1 year I was already stronger than her, and I started my own studies.
Huh. So did you ever return to your mother?
Of course, on my 18th name day. I had wanted to return earlier, but a contract had me kept overseas for a lot longer than I had expected. Sorry. It's strange to talk about it.
What happened?
My mother. She was gone. Her room had been cleared out, and the neighbors told me she passed away unexpectedly just 3 weeks before I arrived. Her heart just stopped beating.
I'm sorry.
Why? It was a natural death. She was old when she gave birth to me, and the life on the Chilean streets isn't forgiving. In other words, it was bound to happen. I went into the room and looked for our stash. A small casket under the floorboards. I found it, opened it, and saw all the money I'd sent her over the years.
So...
She never used it to pay Creo as I instructed her. I have no idea why, but my best guess is that she thought it was mine since I earned it. She was that kind of person, you know? No matter how hard fate punched her in the face, she'd cling on to her ideals. Always did what was right rather than what was good for herself. And look what she got in return.
Did you ever visit her grave?
I did, but it was a mass grave. Dozens of corpses, all piled onto each other, and some earth shoveled on top of it. I threw up when I saw it, and never came back after that.
What about Creo?
Well, as you can imagine, I went to look for him. Right after I was able to think straight again. But he was gone.
Where?
I don't know. I asked everywhere and everyone who could know, and they either didn't or gave me different information. After a while, I gave up.
Why?
Because people like Creo are just a reality we have to deal with. I could have killed him, but what good would it have done? My mother was dead, and no amount of bloodshed and gut tearing could have changed that. The world doesn't give a fuck about your ideals, Tahar. About doing the right thing. That's just the shit we tell ourselves to help us sleep at night. You eat or you get eaten. It's that simple. I wasn't strong enough when I should have been. And that's why I couldn't help her. That will never happen again.
I see where you're coming from, but without ideals, we'd be living in the claws of Nor.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. To wrap up the story, I enrolled at the university from the money my mother saved for me. Turned out the Sandprowler mage was wrong. There were some boy-loving professors, but they knew their shit. I studied and practiced until there was nothing left to study. Then I found out about demonology and the power in it. I quit university, and I've been traveling ever since. Taking jobs as a mercenary here and there, but above all, improving my skills. My last stop was Bargagora to summon a devourer.
Huh. And what are you after, in the long run?
I don't know. I'll find out when I get there.
Huh. Interesting story. Thanks for your trust, Uran.
Sure. Hope you're happy.
Wow, wow, wow. Urámnak új képessége van? Ezt lehet aktiválni. Summon a more powerful demon to aid you on the battlefield. Szóval tud hívni egy démont. Wow. Oké. Szóval a urámnak a történetek dióhéjban kb. Annyi, ugyebár, hogy a legszarabb helyen született Kaléban, vagy hol. Az anyja ugyebár bármilyen munkát elvállalt, az apja az lelépett. Ő még nagyon fiatal volt, az anyja bármilyen munkát elvállalt, de ugyebár egy idő után kevesebb és kevesebb lett a munka. Kitört a mágia háború, Mage Wars, igen, háborúk. Így még annyi munka sem lett. Egy Creo nevű csávó, ugyebár úgymond futtatta az anyját, ha jól értettem, de ez a csávónak ugyebár nem tetszett urámnak. De ugyebár Creoval nem tudta felvenni úgymond a harcot. Beállt egy zsoldos csapat közé, és akkor kb. Most meg itt van. Plusz ugyebár az anyja meghalt, mivel már öreg is volt, és leállt a szíve, de a pénzt ugyebár, amit küldött neki az anyjának mindig, azt valójában nem adta oda Creónak, hanem csak megmaradt urámnak. Hát elég szomorú történet. Ugyebár utána urám pedig egyfolytában tanult és tanult, ugyebár a mágiát fejlesztette, amit tudott. Utána pedig nekiállt a démonológiának. Ha egy szintet lépne, akkor tudnám aktiválni neki ezt a képességet. Call the Elders. Wow. Na mindegy. Ha jól értettem, akkor kb. Ennyi volt a történet.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological...
Ja. Hello, Isgrim. Ja, mondjuk veled nem kell beszélni. Insert the Nexus Stone Into a socket. Socket, igen. Socket. Szóval megoldja bár a második kő, yes. A lényeg az.
Okay, I'm ready. Sure this place isn't gonna blow up once we insert the second stone, Iskrim?
What? No, I don't think that's likely.
All right, here we go.
Blasted, blistering blazes. I don't know what to say.
Wow.
This is amazing.
But it seems like it worked. We've restored the Nexus to full power.
És most?
How are you feeling, Iana?
Overwhelmed, but it's bearable.
What now, though? Is it strong enough to perform this joining ritual?
It should be. And you, Tahar, should be the one to do it. You need to connect your mind to the Nexus. That way, you might be able to sense who or whatever is sending out the song. What do you say? Are you ready?
I think so.
Good. Then step into the forge.
Rákapcsolódik a Nexusra.
Tahar!
We...
Is it over?
Yes, I think so. By the Guardians, that was... I don't know what just happened.
Describe.
There were... voices, screams, thoughts, images.
How do you feel now? I mean, has anything changed?
I think so. Yes. I feel... I don't know. Clearer. As if something in my mind opened up.
Then it worked! Niehauf's hammer, we did it! You joined yourself with the Nexus.
So... I am telepathic now?
You're not a Dreamweaver. I'd feel it if that were the case.
I don't think you are, but... you're connected to this place now. And therefore to the Shaper memories.
Does that mean we can finally locate the cause of the song?
You tell me. Think of the song, Tahar. Close your eyes. What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you see?
I'll try.
A failure. That's what you are.
No. That's impossible.
Hoppá, az apja volt.
My father. I heard his voice.
Your father? So you think he's behind this?
I also heard the voice of a woman. She whispered something.
A woman? Now this is, interesting. But I still don't understand. Do you really think your father is involved in the Bloodburn?
I don't think so. There's more to it, but yes, my father is involved in this somehow.
This is helpful, but it still does not tell us where to start searching. Think hard, Tahar. Is there anything else?
Yes, there were sounds. Drips, crickets, flies, but...
The eye. Your father's laboratory.
Tiara's breath, of course.
The eye? You mean the marshlands?
Yes. My father had a laboratory there, in the old abandoned manor of House Waite. Nobody was allowed to follow him there, not even Rohan or I.
Well, Sounds like we have a lead. The Bloodborne and the Song of the White are somehow connected to your father in his laboratory.
So it seems. Yes.
Tahar, maybe...
What?
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Mondd csak el.
Tell me.
There's nothing to tell.
Well, if you say so. I'll send a messenger to inform Lacane as soon as possible. He'll want to be there. Let's get prepared.
Húha, ez érdekes volt. Na jó, akkor új küldetésünk van.
Will do.
Várjunk, nem 3 követ kellett megszerezni, csak 2-t? Azt hittem 3-at kell.
Let's see. What do we need?
Na jó, akkor legelőször megyünk és viszek élelmet a Goblin királynak. Oh, the Eye, ott van. Várjunk. Forlorn's Hope-nál tudunk bemenni. Ja.
What do you want?
Say the word.
Ja. Ám bár innen teleportálunk oda.
Something you need?
Maradt néhány egysége. Lol.
Aye.
És akkor irány erre.
Yes.
Good move.
Though your legs ache and your stomach burns with hunger, you cannot help but feel a vague sense of anticipation.
Jó, és akkor irány ide.
Interesting.
Corporal? Huh?
Zalraka. Zarek guides me.
Kíváncsiak, hogy meg lesz ezzel a küldetés? Vagy valami ilyesmi.
Who is this? My strange flesh friends! Did they bring more meat? Ah, yes, they did! City goblins, is it not? God King likes. Chewy, yes, but good for power. God King thinks. Here, take! Found in tunnels, but God King don't need. Now go! Find more meat for God King, more meat for power. God King will give treasure. Who is this? My forest goblins, he sees. Good flesh, nice and green. Power will be pleased. God King very happy. strange flesh people friends. Again, God King has treasure. Bring him more for final treasure.
Oh, yes. Environment. Iriát erősítsük. Ja. Legyen Constitution, ugyebár a jobb páncélja lehessen. Ja.
Yes?
Who is this? This flesh good. Very good. God King likes. Power will be pleased. Dark Beyond will not. God King thanks.
Oh.
Yes? What do strange flesh people want?
I think we'll be off now.
Na várjunk, ezt nem lehet odaadni? Szóval odaadtam az összes kaját, de ezeket nem lehet, a Wineburn cuccot. Ja, bár még egyszer kéne hozzak neki, akkor valami 30 körül. 30, nem is tudom mennyit. Oké. Van egy Gaston. Csodálkoztam, hogy nem kaptam meg eddig. Így gyorsabb. Szóval még egyszer hozok neki, és akkor meg lesz a küldetés teljesen. Az jó. Várjunk, és ezek a katonák csak itt csinálják a semmit.
So, what's the plan?
We should get moving.
Visszaküldöm őket a faluba.
Corporal?
Na jó, de mi megyünk ahova kell. Még jó, hogy kaptam egy ilyen erőitalt, az jól jött. Ja, irány a szem. Blood of my blood. Oh. Na várjunk. Vannak még küldetések? Mert ugyebár, ha oda megyek, akkor sok minden úgymond elveszik. Sose szerettem az ilyet, mikor egy játékban ugyebár, hogyha megcsinálsz, vagy el akarsz menni egy helyre. The Green Coast, ott már voltunk. Akkor elveszik valami, úgymond. Ott is kell legyen valami. Na várjunk, nézzünk akkor vissza Mullandirba. Először persze. De itt már nekem nem nagyon van mit csinálni. Na jó, mindegy. Mind azt mondja ugyebár, hogy már haladjak a küldetés felé, szóval valójában nem. Még ugyebár az egy küldetés lenne, ugyebár, hogy vigyek élelmet a Goblin királynak, de nincs elegendő, szóval hiába.
Iskrim's plan worked. By joining your mind to the collective subconscious of the Shapers, you were able to locate the origin of the Song of the White. The marshlands, also known as the Eye, where your father had a secret laboratory. It seems that Rondar Lekane was right. One way or another, your family is connected to the Bloodburn. Time to unravel the mystery.
Ja. Lássuk akkor.
Tahar, there you are.
Bertrand?
That's my name. The Harbinger sent me to welcome you.
What about Iskander? I thought you'd still be there.
I was, until recently. But that's a long story. We can talk about it later if you want. First, we need to discuss the reason you're here. There's good news and there's bad news. Let me make this short. Sentenza, General Noria, caught wind of our endeavor. He knows we are headed for the Eye.
That's bad. What's the good news?
He wasn't sure of it, so he only came with a small division of soldiers. Still, the fortress is heavily guarded, so we will need more troops to storm it.
Damn it. We left our forces in Mullandir.
I know. There was no way you could have known this would turn into a full-fledged battle. But there's no time to turn back now, and we have to come up with a plan. The Harbinger himself will join you at the fortress, together with some Lightbringers.
Lightbringers? So the Purity has actual soldiers now?
They always had soldiers. The Bane.
What? No, the Bane doesn't belong to the Purity. They believe they do, but the Harbinger has clearly renounced any affiliation with them.
You really believe that? For the Harbinger's right hand, you definitely don't know a lot.
If that's what you want to believe, go ahead. Regarding your question, Tahar, a lot has happened since your escape from Greykeep. More and more people have started to see the light. And it is not just townsfolk and farmers anymore, but also soldiers. They all wish to fight for Aeonir's return, and we guide them.
Sounds like a religious militia. To be honest, I don't like this. Northander doesn't need more armed factions.
Oh, what is that army of yours if not a militia? This country is torn, Tahar. It's only natural for people to take up arms and defend their own rights. You of all people should know that.
And how will he do that? If Sentenza has scouts all over the marshlands, he'll see the Purity's army coming from miles away.
That's where you come in. There's a godstone on the mountain of the old castle where your father's laboratory was, and where Sentenza has made his stand. If you kindle it for us, the Harbinger can use his rune to teleport himself and his armies right there.
Huh. That could work.
It will. Aeonir is guiding us, Tahar. Don't ever forget that. I'll wait here to make sure Sentenza's reinforcements don't take us by surprise if they get here before all this is done with.
I still don't understand how Sentenza got wind of this.
I don't know. He is the spy master after all, so I guess it's just one of his many ears who told him.
Can you tell me anything about the marsh?
Well, I take it you're not interested in the folk tales about House Waite's descent into madness, so... No, not really. The only thing you should watch out for are undead. There's quite a lot of them around.
Of course. The Bloodburn.
What do you mean?
The Bloodburn. I don't know how to explain it, but corpses can be affected too. It awakes them.
Oh, that's eerie. Well, but I guess it explains a lot. The swamp has taken hundreds of lives over the years, and if that castle is where the Bloodburn originates from, then, well, you understand.
Bertrand, there's something I'd like to know. What do you make of all this? Do you really think my father is responsible for the Bloodburn?
Well, he must be connected to it somehow. Aeonir himself told the Harbinger this, didn't he? As to why and how, I guess we'll find out.
Once we've secured the Godstone, what then?
The Harbinger will know, but I assume we will storm the place. Once we're on the island, it should be an easy fight.
Shouldn't we try to reason with Sentenza first?
No, I don't think that's wise. Sentenza hates you, and he hates the Purity too. He has been trying to hunt you down since you escaped the keep. We cannot take that risk.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
You will. Aeonir's blessings, Tahar. And stay safe. I'll be here if you need me.
Oké, szóval el kell foglalni ezt itt, hogy beteleportáljon a sereg. Okés. Kicsit derítsük fel a terepet.
Fine.
Got it.
Oh. Scouts.
Yes, whatever's necessary.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Bár ezek a tábornok csapatai lehetnek. Előbb őket nyírjuk ki, hogy nehogy véletlenül riasszák a tábornokot.
So, what's the plan?
What's next?
Let's burn them.
Uh-huh.
More fighting. Does this never end?
Yes.
So, what's the plan?
Oké, az jó volt. Ott van valami.
Deserted.
The hut is still in good shape, though. Maybe the fishermen just left because of the storm?
Just give the word.
Várjunk, akkor ezek dezertőrök voltak, nem felderítő egységek? Na mindegy. Wow.
They will fall. All right.
Nagyjából mindegy milyen fegyvert használok. Mivel... hogy elnézem, a fekete mágia ellen nem gyengébbek. Van egy csomó technológia fejlesztős cuccom, de nem tudom aktiválni őket. Szóval nem tudom miért van akkor. Vagy majd idővel lehet. Vagy ugyebár, mivel ugyanaz, akkor nem lehet kettőt aktiválni.
Danger up ahead.
Yes?
Yes?
Look at that. More Nortander folks. No, I still haven't seen that man.
What are you talking about?
Oh, so you're not with the Royal Army. Thank the Guardians. I was getting sick of their questioning. They're looking for someone, a traitor apparently. Which leads me to the question, who are you if you're not with them?
I'm here to explore that castle.
Explore? Well, good luck with that.
And who are you?
Me? Just a lost soul on the search for meaning. Just as my men.
And I guess all those weapons help with that search.
Well, what did you think they're for? Jokes aside, we're mercenaries. But with all that shit that's been going on, we're not so keen to get ourselves involved in another war anymore, no matter the pay. So we just went for a long hike into the blue, and this lovely place is where we ended up. It may look hostile, but the wilderness has plenty of fish to catch and plants to eat, so it's actually not that bad.
What's the story behind that castle? The Eye?
You don't know?
Well, I've heard the rumors. House Waite, their descent into madness.
And that's about it. Some 100 years ago, Parzival Waite, the head of the family who once lived in that lovely ruin on the island, contracted some disease and went completely and utterly bonkers.
How?
Well, he started seeing things, had those dreams of a white city, and said that something is coming to devour the world and that he has to stop it. At first, his wench, they didn't have heirs yet, and rumor had it she was barren, tried to help him, but eventually she lost her mind too. They started putting up crosses everywhere to keep that something from coming, starved themselves, and eventually started sacrificing their servants to the renegade gods to ask them for help. The story got out, and the villagers, at that time there were more, stormed the castle and hanged both him and his wife. End of story.
So there's really no one living in the marsh anymore?
Hardly. There's a small village to the east, Batham or something like that. But I wouldn't advise you to go there, At least not as long as this storm's going on. All that bloody rain has turned the roads into damn death traps.
How so?
You're joking, right? You're in a damn swamp here, friend. One false step and you'll end up as a mummified corpse on the bottom of these ponds.
If you sell swords, can we hire you?
What for?
We want to storm the fortress.
Do you? That's ambitious. I better not ask for the reason, right?
No.
All right. We'll help you if the pay is right.
5000 arany? Erre innom kell. Na várjunk. 5000 aranyért veszek hány embert? 5-öt, 6-ot? Na álljunk meg egy szóra. Hát, oké.
How's this?
Let me see. Yes, that's fair. Well then, let's get started, shall we? Break is over, boys. Get moving.
Mi?
Yes?
3 ember?
We're ready. Just give the word.
3 ember? Nem, itt még valahol még kell szerezzek néhány egységet. Ugyebár itt van egy olyan karakter, hogy man, szóval neki nincs életre semmi, de hogy elnézem, egy nodácsit használ, vagy valami ilyesmit. Na mindegy. De vettem 5000 dénárért, vagy aranyért 3 embert. Az kemény. Az kemény, hallod. Ennél jobb már nem is lehetne. 5000ért. Te jó ég. Na mindegy, én felderítek itt mindent nagyjából.
No, there's no getting through here.
Oké, nem lehet átmenni. Van valami épületféleség. Ha mondjuk ahhoz teljesen vissza kell menni, na nem baj, akkor előbb elnézzünk erre. Oh, hello.
Yes?
Let's see.
Az meghalt. Ah. Mindegy.
So, what's the plan?
Amúgy is Iriának jobb cucca van. Hát itt azt mutatja a játék, hogy van valami, de nem lehet ráklikkelni semmire. Na mindegy, mint mindig, derítsük fel a terepet. 5000 dénárt fizettem 3 embernek. Bakker. Rakok pajzsot ezekre a gyalogosokra, az a biztos. Igaz, hogy 30 másodpercig tart csak. Itt is egy hulla. Egy pajzs és egy egykezes fejsze. Az a pajzs olyan volt, hogy hogyha kivéd egy ütést, akkor 50 életerőt kap vissza.
The bridge is broken. Must have been the storm.
Hát itt rengeteg mindent lehet fölvenni, csak ugyebár teljesen körbe kell menj hozzá, meg ilyenek. Hát igen. Igaz, hogy egy mocsárban vagyunk, szóval itt nem meglepő, hogy nem lehet csak úgy össze-vissza menni, hanem nagy kerülőket kell tegyél.
Zarek guides me.
Fine.
All right, here goes nothing.
Szerintem ezek a katonák az ellenséghez tartoznak. Szóval én kinyírom őket, aztán ki tudja. De nem hiszem, hogy szövetséges lenne, vagy ilyesmi. Jó, jött rengeteg a számszeríjász.
Alright, why not?
Kettőnek annyi. Ó, egy ilyen lövés, azt egy számszeríjásznak annyi is. Az nagyon király. Wrecked. Szép. Az jó volt. Csúnyán elintéztük őket. Ó, ott egy Gaston. Az jó. Jó, bár a számszeríjászokat egy ilyen tűzlövedékkel is intézzük.
That way?
De nekem valójában itt a küldetésem.
Strange that Sentenza hasn't reacted by now. He must have heard the fighting.
Maybe the storm drowned the noise? It's possible.
But not likely.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Nagyon jó ez a képesség, a számszeríjászokat egy lövéssel intézzük.
Yes? Get ready.
Hello. Egy jó kis számszeri. Még van két ellenséges katona, akit el kell intézni. Egy itt van.
Yes.
És ott jön a másik. Ó. Tízes Constitution kéne hozzá. Regenerate 10 életerő per másodperc. De annyi az egész, akkor elveszítenénk a fókuszregenerálódást, és a mágia ezért, és ugye már 25%-kal gyorsabban tud mágiát csinálni, vagy varázsolni, ugyebár, és 25%-kal kevesebb is van, és kevesebb jelenleg. Ha ezt aktiválom, akkor ezt mind elveszíti. Hát igen, az meg nem jó.
That's the Godstone Bertrand was talking about. Let's light it.
Yes.
Harbinger.
Carpal.
Nem tetszik ez nekem, amúgy túl könnyű.
Good work, Tahar. The All-Father clearly smiles on us. So, this is where you believe the bloodburn comes from. Interesting. When Aenir told me the pariah's blood was involved, I didn't take it so literally. Time to end it.
First of all, we need to get through the gate. Why hasn't General Noria reacted yet? Even if he didn't notice the fighting, he must have seen this teleport.
Because he wants to be the one who ends it.
How do you know?
Because I know men of his kind. He's proud and consumed by his hatred. and he wants to be the one to take you down and me right along with you.
Ó, ez a képesség kéne.
But the Purity is under the Lord Marshal's protection. He can't just kill you.
Well, both Lord Marshal Arendir and the General know by now that I helped you. And even though the evidence wasn't enough to officially sentence me, it will be the moment I show up with you at my side. I knew it would come to this, Tahar. The only reason the Lord Marshal was willing to cooperate with the Purity for so long was because we had the people behind us. We were always a thorn in their sides. And this, me helping a deserter of the Crown, is just what they need to take me down.
Then you're taking quite a risk being here.
I'm not. I've told you before. All that is happening according to Aenir's plan. Just have a little faith, Tahar.
Huh. And what now? How do we get past the gate?
Let me take care of it. General Narya. General Narya! Are you ready?
Aren't we walking into a trap?
A battle, but not a trap. Just trust me.
Ez most mi? Face Sentence Noria. Ó, meg kell küzdeni vele. Oh my.
Walking right into the lion's den. This has to be by far the most foolish thing I've ever done.
Just trust the Harbinger. He knows what he is doing.
Hát remélem, hogy tudja mit csinál, mert ez nekem nem tetszik.
We should get moving.
Let's speak to the general.
Okay. Oh my.
There he is.
Előbb vegyük fel, amit lehet. Ah. Wow. Na várjunk, mi ez? Egy sisak volt. Neked oké. Szóval odaadjuk. Ott is van lent valami. Előbb felvesszük. Meg ott is. Hogy elnézem, mindenki szerte széthagyja a pénzt. Itt is van valami. Úgy érdekes, hogy lehet csak úgy menni a városban, vagy az erődben. Szóval hogy úgy kellett volna megcsinálni, hogy egyből elkezdjenek dumálni. Elég furcsa, ugyebár, hogy bejövünk, és akkor mintha itt se lennénk, hanem mászkálunk össze-vissza.
Yes.
Egyelőre nem lehet ide bemenni.
I'm ready.
Vannak arbalesztek. Elég jól fel vannak szerelve, ugyebár mondjuk alapszámszeríjászok.
We'll be swift.
Szionok is vannak. Gyengébbek, mint a
Just give the word.
kartforgatók.
Move. Huh?
What do you want?
Ha véletlenül harc lenne, akkor mindenki legyen jó helyen. Nagyjából.
So this is how it ends.
Jüha.
It doesn't have to.
Doesn't it? What do you suggest, Corporal Tahar? That I let a traitor run free? Together with his lunatic cultist friend who is scheming against the crown? No. We both know that's not an option.
These people in Leonon were innocent. How often do you want me to tell you?
You didn't know. All you had was the word of some elven traitor, yet you risked the life of an entire city for it. Believe me, of all the atrocities I've seen in war, almost all of them are caused by people believing they are doing the right thing. Because that's all it was. You didn't want to save those villagers because you thought they were innocent. You did it because you wanted to be the savior. Vanity. That's what it was all about. And I get it. Part of this is on me. I thought I succeeded in making you a warrior, a servant of the crown, but I failed, and I didn't even see it. You're just like your father.
By the light, General, we both want the same thing. To end the bloodburn? Shouldn't we be helping each other instead?
You're as bad as them, Corporal. Enslaving yourself to this madman rather than facing death like a soldier. You're just a coward.
That's not...
Don't, Bertrand. It's pointless.
We know where the bloodburn comes from, Sentenza. It's this castle. If you kill me, we may never stop it.
Why? What can you do that we, the Royal Army, can't? But thank you for the information. I had been wondering what the fabled Rondar Lacane and the prodigal Corporal wanted in this marsh. Now I know.
You couldn't stop the bloodburn even if you killed us. It's not how Aenir wills it.
Well, we'll see about that.
Sentenza az egy nagyon akaratos karakter.
There needs to be another way.
No, there isn't.
Oh, god damn it.
You know what to do.
Oh yes, szerreg! Tudtam, hogy ez lesz. Úgy tudtam, hogy ez lesz. Mi a fene ez amúgy, hogy 8000 életereje van?
What do we need?
Here we go.
Yes. You read my mind.
Yes, Corporal.
Plan.
What do you need?
Hát én próbálok megmenteni minél több ember, de nem olyan egyszerű azt. Most sem tudom ki kicsoda. Royal Guard, vagy Soldiers. Bár ha minden igaz, embert még nem veszítettünk. Bár jól bírják ezek a srácok.
Yes?
So, what's the plan?
They will fall.
Just give the word.
Most már egyedül van. Ja, ezek itt egyfolytában gyógyítanak, helyes. Most már csak el kell intézni. Fekete mágiával kéne. Hol a... Hol a fenében van a... Ja, azt használom. Lol. Nem. Fuck. Nektek kell fekete mágiás fegyver.
Yes.
Jó, hogy az a mágia nem hat ránk. Az a nagy tűz. Ha minden igaz, nem is veszítettem embert. Ami egész király. 8015 életerő. Az azért kemény. Yes.
No. This is wrong. He's gone. I'm sorry it had to come to this, Tahar.
It was his choice.
Ó, meghalt. Ennyi, kész, vége. Wow.
Commander.
It was. Now let us end this. Whatever causes the blood burn is right below our feet. And maybe even some more answers to the questions you've been asking yourself all along the way.
Aye, Commander.
What kind of answers?
Well, maybe there was more to your father than you thought.
Tell me, given that we find and cure the bloodburn down there, what then?
Then we are one step closer to the return.
I'm ready.
Good. You lead the way. Bertrand, you secure the fortress. I doubt there will be Nortender reinforcements soon, but we need to be sure.
Of course. Good luck to you, my friend. My prayers are with you.
Ott van, meghalt.
Yes. We're ready. Just give the word.
Várjunk, ezek átálltak? Mert 5 gyalogosom lett.
What do we need? Blocked.
As you descend the dank stairway of Castle Waite, a memory flickers across your mind. Your father, standing over your cradle, eyeing you with a mixture of affection, indecision, and disgust. Almost like an archaeologist looking at a strange discovery. The memory disappears as soon as you and your companions reach the bottom of the stairs. Your father's sanctuary, as if touched by skeletal hands. A cold manifests on your shoulders, slithering, creeping, crawling slowly towards your chest.
So this is it. Intriguing.
This place is definitely where the strange magical signature of the marshland comes from.
But what causes it?
We will find out soon enough. Huh?
Na derítsük fel ezt a labort.
Understood.
Most jobbra vagy balra? Menjünk. Menjünk balra.
That's the way.
Ha. Élő halottak, mi meglepő.
Yes.
You regret this.
Yes?
Én észlény izével harcolok ellenük. Fekete mágiával. Fekete mágiával zombik ellen. Jó vicc.
More fighting.
Oh, the abomination. Erre meg fekete mágia kell ellene. Még ilyet? Most váltok át. Erre meg csak azt kell vegyem. Szép nagyot tud sebezni. Oké, az jó volt. Annyira nem volt erős. De egy újfajta lény volt. Ezek ellen meg már fény kell. God damn it. Mi az eget csinálok? Véletlenül harci botot adtam neki. Vagyis mágia botot. Ó, ott van egy újfajta sisak. Semmi komoly. Ja, hogyha jobbra mentem volna, akkor itt jöttünk volna. Aha. Akkor mindegy.
Yes?
Yes?
Egy förtelem van ott bent. Hát eléggé úgy néz ki.
What do we need?
Reinforce, megerősített törpe, nem tudom micsoda. Oké. Az jól jön. Majd a csávó tud akkor magának páncélt készíteni, vagy ilyesmi, a Isgrim. Bár neki nem lehet páncélokat venni, vagy adni. Ó, Spectral Abomination. Szóval rólad volt szó. És persze fekete mágia kell ellene, hát persze. Hadd váltogassam a fegyvereimet egyfolytában. Mert annyira szeretem. Hogy állandóan váltogatni kell a fegyvert. Hogy nagyon. Varázsolni nem tud, mert... de, oké. Csak nem fog. Easy.
Let's see. Tiara's breath. What was that?
It looks human.
No. These were never alive. I can smell it.
What are you implying?
That they've been created somehow. Didn't you tell us about this nightmare that you've had since you were a child, Tahar? The one in which you saw these bizarre constructs.
Of course. These are the things from my dream.
That's interesting, to say the least.
Ezekről álmodott?
You got it.
Blazes, do you see that?
It walks.
Strange creature.
Light.
Ja, fene. Még ki ez? Egy barátságos zombi? Mi a...
It talked.
Do you understand me? What happened here? What are you? Huh. It seems to understand us. At least a little. What are you? Did Isamo create you?
Én nem értem, mit mond, de oké.
Do you know anything about the Bloodburn? I think we're wasting our time here. Let's push on.
We should kill it.
What?
This entire place. It's a blasphemy. Only the All-Father should have the power to shape life like that. And we should free this thing from its suffering.
What? In case you haven't noticed, this thing, it's a miracle. A semi-sentient being created by human hands. If anything, we should study it once all this is over.
Most akkor megöljük, vagy ne öljük? Nem, a tudás hatalom, szóval.
We will not kill this thing. It's harmless.
All right. Then do as you wish.
Ja, nem, ezt meghagyjuk. Ez egyfajta érdekes kis lény. Nem bánt, aztán ki tudja, lehet, hogy ő a legveszélyesebb az egész közül, de oké. Ugyebár általában az a kutya a legveszélyesebb, amelyik nem harap. Hogy jutok be oda? És amelyik nem ugat, az a legveszélyesebb. Mert amelyik kutya nem ugat, az harap. Amelyik ugat, az nem harap. Vagyis valahogy így van. Ezek elég érdekesen néznek ki, ezek az Abomination egységek. Szörnyek. 576 XP-t ér, az jó. Hogy jutok be oda amúgy tényleg? Na mindegy.
Would you look at that?
Let's burn them.
Ah, még egy.
Sounds like a plan.
That's what I need.
Ó, valamit... Ja igen, ránk nyomott egy ilyen cuccot, ami deaktiválja a képességünket. Mind nézem, hogy nincs meg az a fény, ami körbe vesz minket. Oké, most már megvan. Bár elkábítani el lehet, ami jó. Annyira nem erős. Ott egy Godstone. Mind nézem a térképen, hogy van itt valami. Most látom csak.
Good move.
Let's see.
Ez meg mi? Xiarának egy szobor. Na az ott micsoda?
Yes. Whatever's necessary. What's next? Yes.
Utálom ezeket az élő halott pusztítókat, vagy zúzókat, vagy mi ez. Nagyon erősek. Hú, jó volt.
Yes. Got it.
Nézzünk el erre. Hogy elnézem, nincs semmi. Ja. Na jó, haladjunk tovább. Ó. Mi a fene? Csak a fekete mágia sebzi. Wow. Bár ha meglövöm egy ilyennel, akkor legyengül, és utána sebzi minden fajta támadás. Előbb elintézzük ezeket a kicsiket, utána meg azt a benga nagyot. Várjunk, ez visszahozza őket a halálból, vagy mi van? Hát persze. Én nézem, hogy a fenében van itt még mindig ennyi. Akkor inkább őt intézzétek. Szép! Ez jó volt. Képes volt ugyebár mindig visszahozni az egységeket a halálból. Na várjunk, hol a... Jaj, kész káosz van itt a fegyverek között. Hol van az a fejszém, amelyik Fénymágiával rendelkezik. Eladtam? Létezik? Nem, megvan. Jó. Oké, vegyük fel a cuccot. Kaptunk egy íjat. Remek. És egy... ilyet. Hát mondjuk ilyenem már van. Vissza, vissza, vissza! Ja, ugyanolyan pont, amilyen van. Semmivel sem jobb.
What do we need? You read my mind.
Rengeteg itt az élő halott.
Yes. More fighting. Does this never end?
Interesting.
What do you want?
Egy ork totem volt. Föld totem. Na mindegy. Adjunk a csávónak egy medve puszit. Nem tudja elkábítani. Szép. Az jó volt. Oh, hello. Te meg mi a fene vagy? Helena's Ghost. Várj, nem ez a... Nem ez az anyja.
Now would you look at that? Bye. That's impossible.
Do you know this thing?
It looks like someone I knew. Back from when I was still fighting for my father.
So she was a rebel.
She defied my father, same as I. That's why he killed her.
Oh, whatever she was, she's a revenant now. In other words, she's dangerous.
Of course. A ghost seeking closure.
Ez azt hiszem az egyik társa volt Tahárnak.
I've seen my share of undead, but this is new. What exactly is that? A revenant?
Yal Kadara, a spirit who seeks. When a person dies with an unfulfilled desire, a scourge, that person may return to the world as a revenant, with the purpose of finding closure. It's a magical phenomenon.
Huh. She doesn't seem to be aware of us.
And no, it isn't. Revenants are guided by raw emotion and magical auras, rather than sight, touch, or hearing.
If a revenant is a ghost seeking closure, she's here for Isamo, for revenge.
Probably. I think we...
Isamo?
By the light.
You took me, Tahar. You took me. You took Zane. You took your own child. But it's over now. I found you.
Sarek's fangs. It seems to think you are Isamo.
Oh, Namar. God damn it. Tipikus nők. Miért hallanak valamit? Már Be vannak pöccenve.
What's next?
Ó, le tud hívni egy izét. Jó, mindegy. Őt intézzük el. Annyira nem erős. Bár 8799 életerő az nem rossz.
Whatever's necessary.
Annyira nem erős. Ugye már egyedül van. A fenébe. Megidézett egy lovagot.
Yes.
What you got moving?
Nyugi van.
Yes.
És nem kapjuk meg a botot?
Yes?
Sajnos.
It's over. She's dead.
She has been for a long time, Tahar. I don't know what she meant to you, but this creature wasn't your friend.
Will she come back? As another revenant?
Revenants only return once. If not, this world would be haunted by thousands of them. She's with the light now.
I don't understand why she thought I was him.
It doesn't mean anything. A revenant's mind, if you can call it that, doesn't work like ours. It only reacts to raw emotions and auras. She must have seen the semblance between yours and your father's.
Azt hitte, hogy az apja.
Let's just move on.
Hát igen, megesik.
Well, keep you shielded.
Ó, itt rengeteg minden van.
Books, books, books. Did my father read all these?
Unlikely.
Let's see. Now would you look at that? Will do.
Nézzünk be ide. Ó, az egy benga nagy lény.
Fine. Huh? They will fall. Damn it! I need healing.
Mi a fene történt veled, hogy ilyen gyorsan megsebeztek?
You read my mind.
Ó, ez valami újfajta lény. Bár annyira nem erős. Ja, easy. Annyira nem volt erős.
Understood.
Oh.
Huh?
Do you hear that?
The Song of White.
Yes, but it's clearer. It seems to be coming from down that hallway.
Then we know where we have to go.
Nem hagyok el semmit? Hát, ahogy elnézem, nem.
The song. It has stopped.
Indeed. Incredible. All this energy. I've never felt anything like it.
And I still don't like it. Whatever's behind the door, we need to be wary.
Huh. Any thoughts? We have no idea what to expect, so we should stay closely together.
No.
I'm sorry?
Whatever is in there, you, the pariah, needs to face it alone. It's what I saw in the vision, and thus, it's Aenir's will.
Isn't this exactly what we should not do? Split up?
I do not know. I'm just his servant. It doesn't matter. It's the All-Father's will, and we will obey.
What? Egyedül? Ah, okay.
I don't like this, but all right.
Have you lost your mind? No way you're going in there alone.
What do you want me to do? There's purity priests all over the fortress. This is what he wants. We'll do it.
Wise words.
All right. Then let's get this over with. Just stay put. I'll be back.
Egyedül? Oh, fucker. Ajaj.
No turning back now.
Hát innen már nincs visszaút.
Got it.
Kicsit nézzünk szét. Nem lehet fölvenni semmit. Irány ide. Hello. Az az anyja. Az már tudja, hogy az anyja.
Tiara's breath.
My child.
Mondtam.
Finally.
What is this? Who are you?
Your mother. I'm your mother.
Wait. You? Say that again?
I'm your mother. You are the blood of my blood. My child. My son. And you finally come. You've come to save me.
I don't understand.
I'm your mother. The quiet man, Isamo. He molded you from my blood. And after all this time, you finally heard me. Please, child, sit down. I believe we have a lot to talk about. You are silent.
Yes. I'm sorry. All this, it's a lot to take in.
I feel the same way. All those years I've spent in this slumber, only to wake up and be experimented upon by your father. To be given a child in some grotesque, unholy ritual. I still wonder if this is really happening. Or maybe just a strange dream.
I'm afraid it isn't. Why is it that you call Isamo the Quiet Man?
Well, I did not know his true name until years after my awakening. And before that, he hardly spoke. So this is what my mind always called him.
So, you've been in this stasis until I came here? and I somehow set you free?
I was awake, but at the same time I wasn't. Whatever the quiet man did after he woke me, it left me in this haze. I didn't see, I couldn't move, but I could hear, and I could feel.
That must have been horrible.
It was, and there were times where I just wished that he would finally end it.
Why can I understand you? We don't speak the same tongue, do we?
We don't know, but you joined your spirit to the Nexus, didn't you? Our minds are connected. Thus, I can hear you, and you can hear me.
You said that my father created me. What is that supposed to mean?
I am not sure if I can even give you an answer to that. But I will try to explain. See, my child, the quiet man, Isamu, I do not think he ever considered me a living being. What he saw me as was a tool to the essence.
The essence?
The source of all magic. Your father's race, they are only able to access a glimpse, a twinkle from an endless sea. We, the Zalon were different. We have always been closer to the essence. We had understood how to harness it, and that had made us powerful.
So, the essence is the place all magic comes from?
Yes, but there were and probably are many names for it. The essence is only what my people called it.
Did you ever try to resist, to break free?
Of course, but it was pointless. I could not speak and I could not move, and even my magic could not aid me.
So, you're saying that my father wanted to use you to gain access to this essence?
Yes, he was obsessed with the idea of gaining power, and to him, I was the key. But what he was trying to do, transferring my aura, my powers onto himself, was impossible, and he realized that quickly.
Why was it impossible?
Because an aura is as unique as a person's eyes or their fingertip skin. It cannot simply be put on and off like a helmet or a glove, and it dies with its owner.
Which is why he tried to find another way to gain access to your powers.
Yes, he tried transferring my energy to a talisman, to these flesh creatures he created, and countless other ways, but it was all in vain. These experiments went on for years, and even though I couldn't see and couldn't speak, I felt it all. Then he created you. His train of thought was simple. If my aura could not be transferred, it could be passed onto my offspring.
But how is that even possible? A shaper and a human?
It is possible. The way we conceive, how we bring forth new life, it is different from what you are used to.
How?
It's complicated, and I do not want to talk about it with my own child. What matters is it worked. Down here, on this altar, I gave life to you, to my first and only child.
I'm sorry. This is a lot to take in.
I understand. Believe me, I do. All those years, I had wondered how it would feel to finally meet you. About what you would look like, and all the things I tell you. But now that you're here, it feels surreal. As if all this is just an illusion. A mirage.
So this is where the nightmare comes from, isn't it?
What nightmare?
Ever since I was a child, I had these dreams. I think I saw this place, the creatures my father created, the images. They were so vivid, so real. But whenever I told Isamu about them, he just shrugged it off. I always felt they were connected to something that had happened a long time ago. Now I know.
Yes, that is possible. Quite often, our dreams remind us of the things we have long forgotten.
So I am half Shaper. How come it doesn't show?
Once again, this has to do with the way we conceive, but I do not want to talk about it. I hope you understand.
What happened then? What did Isamo do?
He took you away. For what purpose, I do not know. But it is evident that it did not work. Even through you, he could not obtain access to the essence. As for what happened afterward, that is a question you are more fit to answer than I am. And once you freed me, I want you to tell me all.
I still can't believe you're a Shaper.
Shaper. That's how the Quiet Man called me too. We called ourselves the Zalundep.
I know, but how is it possible that you're still alive? I thought you were extinct.
Yes, so it seems. I was unaware of this until the Quiet Man told me.
But how did your people die? And how did you survive?
I do not know how my people died. Believe me, child, I have spent a long time wondering. As for your second question, it is a long story. I was one of the Yulas caste, the scientists, the scholars, the priests, and like many other Zalundep at that time, I was taken by the Scourge.
The Scourge?
A disease. It had been ravaging through our empire for over a decade at that time. It ate us up from the inside.
Most scholars who studied your people firmly believed that the Shapers had cured the world of all diseases.
Then they are wrong. We had found cures for many of them, yes. But even these were often only for the Yulas and the Zavans, the ruling castes. And there was no cure for the Scourge.
But you survived. How?
Through a ritual, an experiment. The idea was to freeze my body until a cure would be found. Looking back, I wonder why I was so eager to keep living. I was just a power-hungry woman who had no one to mourn her death. By the face of time, it's strange to tell you this. Millennia have passed, but some of the memories are still so lively, so real.
How old were you when the Scourge infected you?
90 years. Half my lifespan was already gone.
What exactly happened when I touched your hand earlier? How did I wake you?
You don't know.
How should I?
Yes, how should you? I am sorry, child. For some reason, I continue to expect you to know all those things I would have taught you. If things had been different. You see, a Shaper does not always have that connection to the essence the Quiet Man was looking for. When they come of age, there is an event called the melding. The child, guided by her creators, unlocks the potential slumbering within. Your father, he did not know this, which is why you could never give him what he wanted.
So this is what happened? You performed this ritual on me?
It's less of a ritual, but something that happens with age. It would have happened far earlier if we had not been separated. But yes, by taking my hand, we melded, and the energy that was set free also lifted my curse. Or at least parts of it. I am still unable to move.
But what does that mean? That I can now access the essence?
No. The melding only provides the child with a key. Finding the door is a lifelong quest. But yes, deep down inside you have unlocked something. A potential for the enormous power Isamo had been looking for.
But I still don't understand. What is the story behind that song? You said that you called out to me so that I could find and save you.
Yes, I have done nothing else since your father took you from me. But it was only a short time ago that I finally started to feel that I could sense your presence somewhere out there. Thus, I tried to focus my thoughts onto you and sent them out into the world. Telepathy, as you call it. The song must have been the way the dark corners of my mind expressed my emotions.
The dark corners of your mind? What do you mean by that?
Well, every spirit has two sides. One that the mind can see, and the other one that remains hidden. If the visible one is a puddle, the invisible is an endless sea.
My father died a year ago. Could this be the reason that we only started hearing the song 6 moons ago?
He is dead?
Yes. He started a rebellion against our kingdom and fell in the final battle.
I see. I always knew it would come to that, you know. His hunger, this glare in his eyes. I knew it would consume him eventually.
How does that make you feel?
That is a good question. I do not know. I expected to feel relief, joy, triumph even. But instead, I feel nothing.
So his death broke whatever spell he had imposed on you. And because of that, your telepathy finally carried through the walls of this place.
That is the only explanation. Yes.
So it was telepathy. But how come only certain people heard you? Only mages?
Is it not obvious? Because having magic means standing close to the essence. And only those who stand close are receptive to my telepathy. I did not know the form my thoughts would take on, but it seems that for us, it was a song. One that finally led you here to free your mother from her suffering. There is poetry in that, isn't there?
Dark poetry, if anything. You killed people.
Killed?
Your song. It was lethal to everybody who wasn't gifted with magic. Thousands of people died. Men, women, children. Whatever magic was in there, it burned them up from the inside.
But the name of the sun, I didn't know.
I just don't understand. Why did the song kill people without magic? How is this possible?
I don't know. Maybe it was too much for their minds to bear. Forgive me, I don't know what to say.
But it's over now, isn't it? I found you.
Yes, it should be, but... Oh, please, you have to believe me. I didn't know. All I wanted was to have you back. To... Wait. There's someone here.
What are you...
No!
I'm sorry. It was necessary.
What did you do?
What do you think? I fulfilled Aener's prophecy. Searching for a cure, the pariah seeks the truth. A lost mother will be found and awoken from her slumber, and thus allows me to receive her essence.
You knew about this? You knew about my mother?
Yes, I did. I knew that the blood burn was caused by a Shaper mother looking for her lost child. But what I didn't know was where to find her. So I had to find the child instead. Which I did. The pariah. Though I certainly did not expect it to be Isamo Tahar's son.
But why? What for?
Isn't it obvious? Because I needed her essence. The key to the Archfire, as we call it. Through its power, I will be able to open the gates and to allow Aenir to return. I'm sorry, Tahar. Your mother, she will now serve the greater good. I hope you understand.
Understand? You bloody killed her!
She is not dead. Her body may be, but not her mind. Inside that amulet, she's still alive. It's what your father had always tried to accomplish, but never did.
Where are the others? What did you do to them?
Put to sleep. Don't worry, I didn't kill them.
If you...
I did not kill them. As defilers, they will be put to justice, but that has not been done yet.
I don't get it. You did all this only to get access to the essence? To the Archfire?
No. The bloodburn had to be stopped. Unlike what you might believe, I do care about the people of Io, just as the All-Father cares about all of his children. So I stopped it, as Aeneir ordered me to. But he also told me something else. That purifying the world, freeing it from defilers, and making people see their sins is only the first step. The second one requires power. A lot of it.
Why?
It's called the opening of the gates. A rift, a portal. One through which Aeneir can step back into this world. And this is what he chose me for. His most loyal servant. He needed the Archfire's power. And he knew the Pariah and his mother were the key.
Give me that amulet now, or I'll take it from your dead body.
No, I will not. Your mother is what we should all be, a tool of the All-Father. Either way, there's no point in explaining. Your role in this ends here. Once again, I am truly sorry. But the All-Father's visions were clear. The Pariah needs to die after the mother has been found.
But I helped you, for heck's sake. I'm the only reason you're here.
I know you are, but it's the All-Father's will. Just try to see it as the honor it is. Many of my scions would have given a lot to play such a pivotal role in Aeneir's return. You will die, here and now.
I'd love to see you try.
You will.
God damn it!
Yes.
Ha! Szóval...
You'll regret this.
Hogyha most komolyan, hogy ilyen nehezen tudjuk sebezni?
What's next?
Jó, mondjuk ő se tud sebezni minket, szóval... Fénymágia... Oh. Várjunk. Ő engem gyógyított meg?
Yes.
Nem, magát gyógyítja.
What do we need?
Várjunk. Nesze neked! Essen ki a fogad! Szóval ez az anyja, de valójában... Nem is tudom micsoda tehát. Nehéz megmondani. Oh. Ő ugyebár egy shaper, aki nem is tudom mi történt vele. Már elfelejtettem. A lényeg az, hogy kell ugyebár az energiája. Fenébe. Kell a nőnek az energiája, ugyebár amivel visszatérhet az istene, úgymond ennek a csávónak.
Yes.
Visszarakom inkább ezt. Hát ez érdekes amúgy, itt most kalapálhatjuk egymást egy ideig.
Yes.
Bár a csávónak nem sok esélye van, de oké. Fenébe. Lassan, de gyógyítja is magát.
What do we need?
Ja. Bakker, nem áll. Ezt tényleg így csinálták meg a készítők, hogy ilyen nehéz legyen sebezni?
Yes.
Ez viccnek is rossz.
What's next? Yes.
De valójában, mintha a gyógyítást azt az én karakteremre nyomná, és nem magára. De tényleg. Én mintha úgy látnám.
Why do you resist? It's pointless.
Nyugi, kopaszka. Mindjárt vége. Á, fenébe. Mondjuk magát is gyógyítja, de annyira nem erős a gyógyító képessége, mármint. Ja. Nincs valami sok esélye.
What's next? What do we need?
Én az egész bármivel támadnám, ugyanennyiket sebeznék, szóval mindegy. Valami miatt, mikor aktiválom ezt a talizmánt, akkor feldob a kamera, nem tudom miért. Na, fenébe már. Mondom, hogy engem is gyógyít. Vagy nem az? Vagy nem tudom, kicsit furcsa. Valójában ennek az egésznek olyan kéne legyen, hogy legyen 500 életere, azt 1-2-re elintézed, az kész az egész, meg is hal, mivel mégis csak egy gyenge kis mágus.
What do we need?
Kell neki az energia, mi? Hát... Ah. De mondom, hogy engem gyógyít. Mintha rám nyomta volna a cuccot, nem magára. Na jó, már nincs sok hátra. Most magára. No. Hát bár... sok életerőt nem kap vissza, szóval mindegy.
What do we need?
They will fall.
No!
Na, végre.
It's over, Lycain.
No. Believe me, it isn't. Time to put your mother's magic to the test.
What is this?
Mi a...
Ellen's reins. Hey, quick, over here! Yes, just like that. Stay with us, Corporal. Stay with us.
What's the matter? What happened?
Tahar's awake.
Lord Marshal Arendir. What in blazes are you doing here?
It's a long story. But I'm here as an ally.
Yes, and there will be plenty of time for the lengthy explanations later. First, I want to know how you're feeling, Tahar.
Mi van?
Sorry to say it like this, but you look like shit.
Várjunk, még annyi cucc van, hogy már azt se tudom mi van.
Charming as always. But I'm fine. Just dizzy. What happened? I just remember Lycain. And my mother.
Your mother? You mean the Shaper?
Yes. It's hard to explain. She was in some kind of stasis when my father found her, and my father used her for his experiments. I don't know how to say this, but the blood burn, it was her doing. When my father died, she tried to call out to me by telepathy. That's what caused the plague.
All right. I think his head wound is worse than we thought.
It's the truth, Iria. And Lycain didn't only want me to stop the blood burn. He needed me to lead him to my mother, so he could use her as a source for the Archfire.
Well, that's a lot to take in, I guess. But why your mother? You're speaking metaphorically, right?
I'm not. She is my mother.
All right. Start over, from the beginning. What happened when you walked into that chamber? I'm sorry, but that sounds absurd. Utterly absurd.
Well, I doubt he's lying, King Regent. And actually, it makes sense. It explains a lot, for example, why he could activate the portals, enter Mullendir, and why he had this vision. Though I have to admit, it's not what I expected from our little trip to the Eye. Not at all.
Speaking of which, how did we get out of that dungeon?
Well, as you know, I was unconscious too, so I can only tell you what the soldiers told me. But after that explosion, it was as if the skies had started raining fire. Lycain's soldiers panicked and rushed into the dungeon to save him. It must have also alarmed our troops who were waiting at the borders. They marched in and used the confusion to get us out too. I mean, at the time, the Purity still thought we were allies and vice versa. In other words, we got lucky.
Apparently. But why in blazes are you here, Lord Marshal? And how long was I out for?
It's just anger now. I think we've moved past the titles. And to answer your question, you were out for 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yes. To be honest, if your vital signs hadn't remained steady, we would have assumed you were dead.
Which leads us to your mother. You mentioned something about Lycain banishing her into some kind of amulet?
Yes. He somehow absorbed her spirit to gain access to the Archfire. That's what my father always tried, and why he created me in the first place.
And I assume, by Archfire, you're talking about some extremely powerful source of magic.
The source of all magic, yes.
So the theories are true. Well, at least now we have an explanation.
An explanation of what?
Well, the Harbinger has gone rampant. Briefly put, the Purity of Light has taken over almost all of Leonida. The Eye, Greyfell, Greykeep, everything.
5 hétig volt kiütve. Plusz a csávó, a Harbinger elfoglalt mindent. A várost, a fővárost, mindent. Hogy a fenébe?
Greykeep? How is that possible?
They were already in the keep when Lycain gave the order, and we simply didn't expect it. It wasn't even a fight. It was a massacre. And yes, I know what you're about to say. That it's my fault, because I tolerated the Purity in the first place. And you're right. I've made mistakes, and hundreds, thousands of people had to pay the price.
What about the Queen? Is she...
She's alive. The Harbinger knows he can't kill her, because if he does and word gets out, then he might lose the common folk's support. According to our spies, the Queen's Guard and the Purity have struck some kind of bargain.
Wait, so the Purity controls the keep, and the Queen's Guard just plays along?
Yes, it sounds absurd, I know. But the Queen's Guard first responsibility lies with the safety of the Queen. Whatever is necessary to protect her, they do it. Though I doubt Lycain's long-term plan sees the Queen at his side, which is just another reason to hurry.
And he's wielding the power of the Archfire?
Some incredibly powerful form of magic, yes. And it adds up. He absorbed your mother's spirit, and it allows him to do the things he now does.
But why? Why start a war against all of Northander?
To prepare Io for the arrival of Aeonir. You remember that nonsense his priests always preach? How we're the reason that Aeonir left us?
Yes. That's why they want to clear the world of sin and mages. Of defilers.
Well, it seems that they've spiced up their idea a little since it was taking too long. It's not just mages they kill anymore, but everybody who doesn't convert to their religion. Soldiers, women, men. They all get to choose. Join the Purity and accept the light, or be killed on the spot.
Vagy csatlakoznak a valláshoz, vagy wrecked.
Shit.
Words of wisdom.
Be that as it may, your recovery couldn't be more timely.
What about the charges? Do you still consider me a traitor?
Is that still important?
Well, considering that you're in my fortress now, I don't think it is.
I'm glad you're able to see it that way. Given the recent events, your sentence has been lifted. You are pardoned. And if that is your wish, you can be reinstated as a corporal of the Northander army. That, and my apology, is all I can offer.
So you acknowledge that your verdict was a mistake?
I don't think this is something we should discuss now. We can talk about it later. Do you accept my offer?
That would mean a lot.
Good. However, we cannot make this official until Greykeep is reclaimed.
How did you even get here?
Later, Tar. I'll tell you all you want to know, but not now.
For what it's worth, the encounter with my mother also changed something in me. I feel different.
Elaborate.
Well, when I awoke my mother, it did something to me. She called this the melding.
Less fancy words, please. What did it do?
Well, I think it allows me to control a part of the Archfire too. Just like the Harbinger does.
Finally, some good news.
Indeed. Anything that can help us battle Lekain will help. But whatever it is, I doubt it will allow us to stop Lekain with a thought alone. Or will it?
No. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly it changed.
I see.
Since you saved me from the dungeon, what about my mother's body? Is she...
She's here, in the Nexus. We saved her, but she seems to be in some kind of a coma. For a while we thought it was the same as your condition, but now that you've told us the full story, it makes sense. Her body is still functioning, but Lekain has stolen her spirit.
Ó, szóval a test megvan, az anyja teste megvan, de a lelke nincs. Azt elvették.
One more reason to stop him.
I was hoping you'd say that. Maybe we'll even get our chance sooner than expected. Lekain is marching towards us as we speak.
Come again?
He knows where we are, and he's planning an attack on the city. He might arrive today or tomorrow, but soon, which is why we need to...
Oh yes, itt is van, ha minden igaz.
Lord Marshal.
Speaking of Nor.
The Purity. They are here, as you said. What are your orders, sir?
Put up defenses all around the perimeter and protect the Nexus at all cost. How many are they?
Hundreds, sir. And House Utran is supporting them too. Your sister is leading them.
Myra?
I'm afraid so.
Wait, you're saying that House Utran is working for the Purity of Light now? And they're led by Lady Myra Utran?
As I said, yes. It could be anything, though. Maybe Lekain forced her to comply.
Then make sure that she does not get harmed. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. There needs to be an explanation for this. Either way, we need to fend them off. Tahar, are you able to fight?
I think so. Yes.
Good. Then you're back in charge. Let's head out.
Hűha! Mik vannak itt? Ó, choose... Ó! Tudok választani képességet. Wow. Black Magic, Disciplined. Hűha. Ooh, sacrifice a part of your health to summon a weak devourer. Nem hangzik valami jól. Ja, nem várjuk. Ne, ezt a hármat kapom meg, nem? De. Leadership. Kapok élelmet, követ meg, fát, ugyan már az nem kell. Fekete mágia, brutality, hűha. 304 damage. Wow. Fekete mágia. Legyen fekete mágia. Vagyis fekete mágiához... Ahhoz végig kell itt menni. Hát... Mondjuk egyik sincs fejlesztve úgy rendesen, szóval... Szóval mindegy. Mondjuk erre ugye már akkor ráállhatnák. Na mindegy. Amúgy is eddig is megvoltam a saját izével. Leave the Nexus with Angar and Iria. Eddig is megvoltam a izék helyett, vagyis nélkül. Az ilyen komolyabb mágiák nélkül. Tegyük vissza a shield bash-t, és akkor oké.
Will do.
Támadásra számíthatunk, méghozzá jó sok ellenségre, minden igaz. Kicsit amúgy elvesztettem a fonalat, hogy most mi van. Valójában az a pap mindent tudott, meg tudta előre, hogy mi is lesz. Köcsög.
Blazes, battle noises. They're already inside.
They are. Come, let's go get an overview.
Orkok.
Ellen's reigns. This doesn't look good.
Tahar, you're awake.
He is, and he has got some interesting stories to tell.
But they'll have to wait. Where are Isgrim and Gore?
I don't know. They weren't in the Nexus when the fight broke out. I'd say they've taken matters into their own hands.
What are your orders, Tahar? This doesn't look good.
We have to seal the entrances. If they breach through either one of them, we're done with.
Then we need to split up. I'll get some of my men and make a stand in the southwest.
Then I'll take over the northwest. That's the hardest one for them to reach, so chances are they still haven't made it.
Then we'll help you.
Good. And Tahar, if what that scout said is true, and House Utran is really part of this attack, don't harm her. I know my sister, and this does not make any sense at all. There must be a reason for all of this.
I didn't even know Lady Utran is your sister.
I don't blame you. Northander politics and family bonds are complicated, but yes, she is my sister. And since her husband, Lord Rickard Utran, died, she's the ruler of the Utran lands, which makes this development as dangerous as it's bizarre. The fact that House Leonider is supporting the Harbinger is bad enough.
I'll do my best. Good luck, Angar. We'll come to your help once the other entrances are secured.
Do that. Nihalth guide your sword, Tahar.
Oh, really? Na jó, mindegy. Itt zárom a videót, mert ugyebár amúgy is túl hosszú, és akkor a következő részben vissza kell verjük a támadást. Addig is köszönöm a megtekintést, hamarosan folytatásra kerül, sziasztok!